Hello everyone, my name is RaccoonBroVA and welcome back to another reaction video. A little impromptu because I'm here with the Death Battle Discord for a bonus episode between Excalibur from Warframe versus Raiden of Metal Gear. Oh, I am really excited for this one, you guys. We haven't had Raiden on the show for, I think, 7 years, something like that. And it's
machine, son.
it's gonna be a
7 to 8 years,
and it's gonna be a sponsored episode because I've never heard of Warframe, and from what I've seen of the preview so far, I think it's going to be setting a new standard, hopefully, for bonus episodes to come. And it seems like Warframe as a company, they seem to be just like pretty cool because the fact that they're letting them do this at all, and they don't even care if Excalibur loses, I think means that we're hopefully in good hands with this one.
Right, either Raiden wins or lose, I will still love the episode because God, you have to agree with me that Metal Gear Rising is such a good ass game.
Such a good game.
to be fair, it's not exactly the hardest to set a standard for sponsored episodes, considering the other one we got.
Well, we need a new standard, and I think
that's fair.
Well, and also, by the way, I watched Max Or's video for the first time on Metal Gear Rising in preparation, and it just got me even more hyped just hearing all the music and the all the set pieces.
Have you heard the track for the death battle, Metal Lotus?
It was amazing.
I always hold off until the actual battle. So
yeah, I put off on that as well. I wanna. I want to go into this one with a fresh coat of paint.
Yep.
And
That's
all right.
Oh, there
it is.
To the soundtrack before the episode's out.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is actually the second longest episode of the season.
Oh dang.
How long is it?
We're in good hands.
How many Metal Gear Rising memes are we gonna get in that analysis?
All of them. We've
yeah.
already had Nanomachine's
them.
son and Monsoon's meme speech in the preview. I can only imagine.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored.
Oh yeah, right away, huh?
Yeah, that's probably why it's so long.
That's why it's so long. All right.
No matter where I go, I'll never
do you
escape
guys-
the ads.
Do you guys think that we'll see a teaser for the first episode of when season 9 comes back at the end of this?
I think
yeah.
so.
Almost
definitely.
certainly.
I
Almost
would think
certainly.
so.
Almost certainly.
Do we all know what that is,
Wait,
by
is
the way?
this-
Because I know
is this
some people
the-
don't.
Is this
You
the
don't know.
mid-season finale or just a sponsored episode?
No,
This is
Boba Predator was.
This is the
bonus.
sponsored.
Yeah, they're considering this just a bonus episode.
This is a bonus episode.
Oh, okay.
It only exists because of the sponsor. This wouldn't have happened if
Right, of
Warframe
course.
didn't come
Although
out.
I would be surprised if we get more Warframe in the future because the preview did really well on their YouTube
Oh,
channel.
yeah.
I see them doing more.
Oh boy, I can't wait for G1 having to go through the horror that is going through the Warframe lore.
Oh man, I really hope we get a freaking standing here I realize moment. Let's go.
Oh, I
By
can only...
Warframe. Don't miss Warframe's highly anticipated digital event, TennoCon, on July 16th, where players and attendees will be treated to a slew of first-look reveals, including the upcoming open-world expansion, the Duviri.
Oh my god,
Paradox.
everyone
You can join
download
through Twitch throughout
Warframe.
TennoCon for highly valuable
Imagine
I already
the
did.
rare titanium
I'm
Somebody-
downloading it right now.
somebody mentioned this in the Discord. Imagine if they played this battle for the TennoCon and Excalibur lost.
Imagine if they did a sponsor for
Oh,
Raid Shadow.
whoa. Whoa.
Just like a
Wiz, what are you doing in here? Is
What?
there damn-
Jocelyn?
Oh, just conducting.
Wait a second. Is that a freaking lo-fi reference?
Nice.
Nah, I love it.
Lo-fi girl.
There's a lo-fi reference.
Is there damn- Oh, just conducting some research. I've discovered a Tenno foundry in the process of crafting a new Warframe.
Ooh.
Wrapped. What are you doing here? Sometimes I have these horrible nightmares and I just wake up here in a cold sweat. I don't even think my car's in the parking lot.
Oh crap.
But what you're doing sounds way more interesting. So tell me, what Warframe's your favorite? Oh, a scientist doesn't play favorites. Oh, bullshit. Our job is the equivalent of banging action figures together. You've got to have a favorite. Fine, if I had to pick, I'd go with the very first Warframe ever created, the death-dealing techno-organic ninja Excalibur. You mean he's a cyborg ninja? Like Raiden from Metal Gear? What? No.
I love that was such a great setup.
That is.
That was amazing.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
a reference to something.
I'm just gonna say now
Well, in the
that
future.
blows the 7 battle royale out of the freaking water.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, it's definitely it's definitely more.
Mechanical vessels
Yeah, it's
that
definitely-
It's more natural, I'll give them that.
This is gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
so
instead of just
Yeah.
black and white,
Yeah,
that's
just
true.
give me the lore already, Wiz.
Aw.
Long ago in the
Spoiler
Origin
alert.
system, the Orokin
Spoiler
Empire
alert.
discovered the
Biologically,
Void, an extra-dimensional spatial realm that allowed for
Look,
travel.
It's the vampire lolly logic.
distances.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
However, when they
That's
sent
'cause the
first
suit is
colony
really
through
old.
it,
Biologically, a
0,
teenager.
The void drove all the adults on board into an insane, murderous frenzy.
Sounds like my first wedding reception.
Okay. The children, though, absorbed the void's
okay.
energy.
I wonder how many times,
the powers they needed
if
to defend
has Boomstick
themselves
ever tried
against
to
their
remarry?
parents and survive. When this airman
My
takes
guess
over
is
the
somewhere
void,
around
the
year
children
I'd say
were
with triple
permanently
digits.
changed. They had become the
triple
Tenno.
digits.
Well, I'm sure
Like,
those
not like
traumatized
somewhere
Full
near, like,
whippersnappers
70
received only the
something.
best of care.
If only.
was gonna say
Instead,
4,
the
but
Tenno were
okay.
taught to use their void powers to control warframes through a process called transference. But their abilities were so powerful that the Orokin grew to fear the Tenno and tried to have them destroyed. The Tenno were hidden from the Orokin and put into a deep sleep. That is, until one day they were reawakened to defend a war-torn Origin system, guided by their adoptive mother, the Lotus.
Awaken.
So they're basically
Why not her?
sci-fi
She was a
child
spirit in Smash
soldiers.
Bros.
Sort of. Though the Lotus does care deeply.
Is she?
Yeah, there's a Warframe spirit in Smash Ultimate.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I didn't.
I know. I saw it. I was like, "What's this? What?"
Oh yeah, so this is the thing that I'm really worried about. The fact that since Excalibur is just like a puppet, does Raiden actually have any way to like kill him?
Nope.
I mean,
aside from breaking the pod,
Given the stat difference, I don't think so. But
Warframes currently out there, each with their
Well,
own
let's see.
unique
Well, we have to
abilities
see the
and
stat
combat
difference.
styles. But I think
Yeah,
that
it's
the
true.
very
I
first
mean,
created
it probably would take a while
Excalibur
to make
is the
another one.
deadliest.
He's kinda reminded me
So
of
technically,
someone.
he
A
can
master
kill him.
swordsman with his razor-sharp skana, Excalibur is an expert at
Oh, so
racking
cool.
up quick kills faster than the eye can track.
Should have had him fight
He's
Black Noir,
unmatched in
man.
skill and precision with the blade, especially when augmented by his unique abilities.
May he
like
rest in
Radial
peace.
Blind,
Yeah.
which releases a flash of light to incapacitate nearby foes,
by the
or
way.
Radial Javelin, which blasts out a wide burst of energy spears. But his greatest and most iconic is easily the Exalted Blade, a
Ooh.
sword of light that can slice just about anything to pieces. You don't get much
That-
cooler than that.
That does look
Huge
really
ass
cool.
laser guns,
AOE
man.
attack
It
for the
does.
win.
Huge ass laser guns automatically
How about
make
make like a
you cooler.
lightsaber
Funny you
jump
should
and then
say
it's like,
that.
nah,
While
that actually
individual
just look
warframes
cool.
Like Excalibur
Oh.
may specialize in certain fields.
those
They all
guns.
have access to an
It's made of
incredible
light, not
suite
made of
of
plasma.
futuristic
I'm
weapons,
starting to get
like
Fort.
nuclear,
I'm getting
which
Fortnite
can fire
vibes.
concentrated beams of
no.
light.
500
Or
types
from
of
the
weapons.
inside out.
Where are we
Or the
dropping,
Black
boys?
Sea, which halts molecular vibrations entirely.
Where do you
Yeah,
think?
this game is
Push
just
it down.
Fortnite.
Guns that fire radioactive
Dropping
plasma,
the tilted
toxic bombs, or
tower.
even
Edgy
acidic
Fortnite.
needles. He has, and I'm not
Fortnite
exaggerating,
without the building.
Oh, no.
500 different named weapons.
Well, that's just Fortnite now.
One-man army.
Oh, you think that's crazy?
Where do you
Excalibur
fit all the
can float on an
weapons?
Archwing, basically a futuristic space jetpack.
Magic.
Missiles,
I
He's
mean,
got
fields, and
deep
even
pockets.
miniature black holes.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
While warframes
Of course
usually
you can.
battle alongside one another,
Bye-bye,
they
Raiden.
have had the occasional head-to-head scrap.
Yep,
where
block
they
the beam of
exhibit
light.
their ability to
That's
survive
faster
even
than
the most
Raiden by a
powerful
significant
attacks
margin.
that other warframes have to dish out.
Fuck
For
you.
example,
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
Beams
crap.
of light, you're gonna have to go faster than that.
Nova.
Sounds
Damn.
pretty unstoppable, but I think I have someone in mind that might put that to the test.
Okay, do you really want to talk about Raiden? Is that what this is?
Come on, kid. Child soldier, half robot assassin, glorious Nippon steel. It's a perfect match. Raised from
Can I just mention, by the way, the shading in this scene is like looks really good. Like they,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that actually looked really good.
childhood to
shout out to the 2D animators, seriously.
Streets of
Yeah.
Liberia by the future
Definitely
president
improved.
of the United States. Jack never knew what it meant to control his own destiny. It's
time for Jack the Ripper to let her rip.
He knew was how to kill, and he proved
The only
it when
thing
he
he knew for
accomplished
real was
one
there
of
will
the
be bloodshed.
greatest feats in
Yeah.
video game
That's
history,
Japanese swordsmanship.
surviving the absolute mindfuck that was Metal Gear
Is that
Solid
actually
2.
real?
Legions of angry fanboys beat
Probably.
down. Solid Snake
Yep.
was yesterday's
Yeah, Metal Gear
This was Raiden.
Metal Gear
First
Solid
you
is
know.
Too
interesting.
bad for him that a shadowy
Ah.
extra-governmental body known as the Patriots captured him and turned him into a cyborg for their own complicated purposes. Even after the Patriots' downfall, Raiden struggled to build a life that he could call his own, pulled between his sense of justice and his genuine ecstasy for war.
Well, at least he's got to put his weed
That's
skills to
why I
work.
find him such a
The
fascinating
weapons he's pulled
character,
out the corpses
because
of all the poor
with
souls
all
that
the
dared
violence
to
and
He's got
stuff that he's been
dystopia,
through,
a
he
magnetic
ended up
sound that
actually
pulls you towards
not
your
only
enemy
enjoying it, but he
war.
learned to find a way to just roll with it by accepting his Jack the Ripper side, but also at the same time still like keeping his sanity. infinity, which is really cool character development.
Oh, they're gonna give him an infinite ammo bandana.
Frequency blade he
Oh.
inherited from Jetstream Sam,
Oh,
the
God.
Murasama.
Damn.
That's great.
I have to admit, the high-frequency blades are marvels. They vibrate at such high speeds.
We're gonna get-
that can destabilize the
If we get
physical
more than
structures
one
of
weapon
metals
in
on
this
contact,
episode,
greatly
then
increases
that'll
their
already be
ability.
one improvement over
Basically,
Wolverine versus
robot
Raiden.
Kryptonite, if that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
just
I haven't
a
seen
go
the
for
preview
y'all.
yet, so I didn't know
Raiden
it
cut
was
through
that was the
massive
thing
Metal
yet.
Gears like tissue paper.
And of note, those Metal Gears were not made of ordinary steel, but carbon nanotubes, one of the strongest materials known to man. The bonds between carbon atoms are incredibly strong.
I remember
which means
this.
that the tensile strength of carbon nanotubes is greater than even the toughest metals, like titanium.
This
Using
thing-
the high end
or
of
I think they
shear
use
strengths,
that kinda
slicing
image
clean
in,
through a
like,
building-sized
Deathstroke's,
Metal Gear blade would
analysis.
require an energy equivalent to, at most, 100 kilotons of TNT.
And the Murasama is red, which makes it even cuttier. How else would he have had a chance against our Lord and Savior,
Senator
Senator
Armstrong.
Our Lord and Savior.
We need him in Death Battle, what the hell?
Yes, we do.
It hit the ground so hard, it
But
splits
who
lava.
do a fair
He was
match?
somehow
If
a
That's
better,
what-
more difficult boss
this
than
rate's
the stadium-sized
ridiculous.
Metal Gear
That's what you gotta do to get by in this Walmart of a world.
Don't F with this, Senator.
That is, unless your nickname is Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Raiden spent years fighting for justice and
Stealth
denying
mastery,
who really
that's a
was
laugh.
inside. And it took his battles with Desperado enforcement.
In Metal Gear Solid
to
2, he had to be
realize
stealthy.
he's a killer
Yeah, I know, but
innocent,
I'm just
and
saying.
He lives to test his skills against others.
When he enters Ripper mode, any last shred of inhibition leaves his body, and his strength and skill skyrocket.
And
Oh, so I guess it doesn't
exactly
really have a
what
time
Armstrong
limit,
saw in
Ripper
Raiden.
mode.
Living proof of his
Okay.
philosophy in action. Someone who pulled themselves out of hell with nothing but their determination to survive.
Like
But
he
Raiden
literally
did
like
not
in the
see
in like the
Just because he
in
had to fight
the
for survival
Survive the
doesn't mean
mind
whole
F
world
of
has
Metal Gear Solid
Metal
2.
Gear
Through an act of generosity from Raiden's slain rival.
I'm pretty sure they had that same feat in his last episode.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did.
They did.
that he managed to win.
His sword
Not
may have
much
been
of a
a
mark
tool of
book to have to
justice,
acknowledge
not
it twice.
used in anger, but the Murasama wasn't that sword.
Yeah.
With it, he ended Armstrong once and for all, and lived the rest of his life on his own terms.
Ah, heck yeah.
That was pretty
That was a
good.
very
I know
quick
we're all
rundown.
shooting the shit, but Raiden would definitely kick Excalibur's ass.
You've got to be joking.
Oh,
Maybe
this
I
is a
didn't
school
sell
debate
enough
now.
skill, but warframes like Excalibur are unbelievably powerful, on a whole other level from cyborg ninjas like Raiden.
Oh yeah,
is a school
we're in
debate
the
now.
lab. We've got the research done.
Giving me
Prove it.
Okay, the Murasama is impressive, sure, but Excalibur's futuristic arsenal is hundreds of years more advanced and leagues
Imagine there
more
is a
varied.
death
Raiden
battle,
would
it's just
be
them talking.
overwhelmed.
Excalibur may win in quantity, Wiz, but quality is what matters most. And considering his weapons are mostly made of
I love
metal,
this music.
it won't be any trouble for Raiden to melt right through him with the Murasama, especially with
Fight,
how crazy
please.
fast he is. Raiden can run up walls and break dance with leggy mooing robots attached to his
I
feet.
remember
He
that
can
Ah!
shoot bullets
Wolverine
out of
versus
the
Raiden.
air and
That
even
was
boost his
hilarious.
reactions with blade mode, where the entire world slows down to a near stop.
Well, sure, Metal Gear characters like Revolver Ocelot can shoot bolts of electricity out of the air with regular pistols, which is probably around hundreds of times faster than sound.
they just spoiling
I
who
guess
wins?
that counts as fast.
Oh, please, that's nothing! Raiden can increase his perception to the point that raindrops around him aren't even moving. That might not seem as crazy at first glance,
Am I
but he's
actually
also
right?
able to
Are there
swing
not
his
gonna show a
sword
fight?
dozens of times, while time is almost stopped. By my calculations,
Whoa.
that'd be about 11%
He
the
just
speed of
calced it?
light.
Oh, is this happening?
Ooh.
Is this actually happening? You want to calc off, big guy? Let's go. Excalibur can
Oh,
literally
crap.
block a beam of light with
Oh,
his
no.
sword. Judging by
Nerd
the distance
fight.
it moved relative to how far the
Nerd
light was
fight.
Excalibur had to have been swinging at 9% the speed of light.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, the episode was
Hell
today. I
dang
almost forgot.
dethroned. Look at me. I'm
If
the
this
mad
counts
boy
as a season,
now.
this
Look,
was
speed
maybe
is
my
only
lowest
part of
type
the
just because
picture.
I
Another
didn't really
Warframe,
need a Raiden
Atlas,
run
was
back.
strong
So.
enough to smash apart a giant asteroid.
Are they doing
Now,
the
Excalibur may
conclusion
not be
before the
one-punching
fight?
asteroids, but he's proven more than capable of wiping out entire
Come on.
platoons of elite soldiers.
Come on.
Remember, Wiz,
Come on,
you said it
we
yourself.
want to see the
Robot
fight.
Kryptonite.
They devolved
All
into
it takes
full-on
is one good swing of that
versus invaders.
Murasama, and Excalibur's
Yeah.
getting sliced to
Come
pieces.
on.
You really think your Warframe can take on a pure-blooded killer like, right?
Stop blue balling us, come on!
Cyborg ninja
I'm
can
sorry,
take on a
but
ghost
I think this
soldier
is the
from
result.
future?
Oh wait,
Well,
no.
I guess we'll never know. Forever a
He's like
mystery.
clutching
No
his teeth.
way to determine a winner.
All right, episode
Are you
ends.
thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh yeah, I could definitely go for a beer right now.
Ah,
No, you idiot. Let's settle this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah.
it's time!
Time for a death battle.
Death battle!
God,
This
fucking
works for
damn
them.
it.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warframe.
Oh.
But let
Not
me
even the Rooster Teeth.
what is Warframe?
Not even the Rooster
Not that
Teeth version is
bad.
safe.
Wait, does that mean they just have a button that they can press to start a death battle?
I like, that's some good world building there.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
What's it about?
You play as the
I like how they just
enigmatic
nerd fight
race
over
of
which one's
warriors
better.
capable of tremendous agility,
Yeah, so that just
speed,
means
and
that just means whenever they want to start a death battle between two characters they want to start a debate between, they just press a button and the death battle happens.
Yeah.
But
I just find it funny that like was like, oh, you want to
combines a personal story of self-discovery.
Well, I like the implication that this one was a lot more impromptu, and they got like more heated, because most of the time, like the episodes are planned and they remain impartial.
Yeah.
I really do like when they. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I do think the heated moments. I do like it.
Oh yeah, they're like they're actually fighting with each other, like being
Yeah.
real nerds. I think that's funny.
I liked it
Yeah.
in Macho Man versus Randy Savage, but I like it better here because at least it's not interrupting the fight now. They
Yeah.
saved it
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
sure.
beforehand.
I like the
That's
pacing.
why-
It includes a special
why
Excalibur
I
helmet,
really like,
Chicken will just show up while right in that Excalibur fight.
But yeah, that's funny because now I'm just picturing every time they say it's time for a death battle, I'm just picturing one of them pressing the button off screen.
And plus, I also
Yeah.
I also like it whenever people use it.
Oh.
I also like it when people use Into the Mountain King for music,
Oh yeah.
or Hall of the Mountain King.
Hey, let's go.
I think
Here
it's
we
in the
go.
Hall of the Mountain.
In the Hall of the Mountain King, thank you. All right, here we go. I wonder who they got to voice Raiden.
Doctor,
Funny West, please.
this?
All right, Devil Artemis, make us proud.
I know. An enemy is ahead, and that foundry is crafting a warframe.
There will be blood! Dead!
Let's go.
Let's go!
Metal freaks like you usually got a monologue first.
There will
It's
be
so good.
blood. Dead!
Yeah, because all the philosophical bullshit's in the Metal Gear.
This is a nice change of pace for Raiden.
Oh, the radio.
Yeah!
Weakening your
Oh, this is so hype! Already!
Oh, shit, what I got.
More weapons.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, this is the hand staff.
Wow.
But you pull up the Glock as well.
Didn't think Raiden would be using a pistol.
Ooh.
Oh, he ran out of ammo and shit.
Infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo.
Way to flex.
Infinite ammo. That was funny.
It's amazing!
Holy crap.
This is awesome.
Oh, this is so cool. Ooh.
Definitely more like a season finale.
Raiden, sir, or can I call you Jack? Big fan.
No, not again!
I'm busy here.
Get out of here, I'm busy.
Wait, just
This is
listen.
gonna be
You'll
really
never
like
expect
Strider
your
versus
secret
Ryu.
weapon.
Listen, he's definitely hiding in the cardboard box.
Get out of here!
Peter,
Oh.
Claymores!
I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of them interrupting the fight.
That was funny.
I mean, it was funny, but honestly,
He has the jetpack!
Oh.
Oh no. Come on!
Doctor, it's time to let her rip.
Well, size. Monsoon size.
Let's go! No!
That's why I fight. Survival of the fittest. The rules of nature.
Come on!
It's not
Oh.
over yet.
My child, you're not done yet. I'm surging your warframe's power.
oh no.
No, come on!
Don't do my boy Ryan dirty like that. This is the second time he's gonna get killed.
Ah.
Here it comes, the finale.
Yeah, man. Oh, wait.
Come on. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
Now for the
That's
bounty.
rough.
Oh well.
Oh.
Yep.
Wait, who is that?
Another Warframe that got
Okay.
crafted.
Is back.
Infinite ammo.
What did he say?
King, the math boy, is back.
Infinite ammo. Whiz.
That was really fun.
Infinite ammo.
Sure,
Well,
and yes, that is 100%.
That's officially in the top 10 for me.
But there was a lot more going on here that eventually gave Excalibur the win.
I enjoyed it, but
So.
honestly, I kind of feel disappointed knowing like the Warframe was probably gonna win.
So
Yeah.
the fight was ultimately gonna come down to whose tech was better.
Really well animated fight.
Looks like Excalibur
It really
just had a
was.
lot more to prove.
Dang.
Warframes have access to an absolutely absurd amount of varied weapons. Despite Raiden's unique
And
armament,
this,
they were
ladies and
never
gentlemen,
going
is
to
how
stack
you
up
do
in
a
sheer
sponsored
quantity.
episode.
And
Seriously.
I fucking love
specific guns like
Boomstick just
Glacius, which
going
can
in
halt
and talking to
molecular
Raiden
movement, a
mid-fight.
direct counter to Raiden's high-frequency blade.
Okay,
While
he's
Excalibur
definitely
may
in
not
the box.
always be carrying it, every
Yeah.
Warframe is proficient with each of their over 500 weapons.
One blast of that, and Raiden might as well be working with a regular slab of steel.
Oh.
Was way stronger too. Sure, Raiden could cut through giant Metal Gear rays made of carbon nanotubes, generating up to 100 kilotons of TNT.
Yeah, they showed the calc for that, but it didn't show one for Excalibur.
Another Warframe, Atlas, was strong enough to smash apart a giant asteroid, meaning it would have to be at least 6 kilometers across, just like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Now, Atlas did not completely halt its kinetic energy. By exploiting fissures within the asteroid, he was able to pulverize it to dust.
That
Whoa.
means his punch had to hit with an energy of
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Sure,
Well, dang.
Atlas is stronger than Excalibur, but they fought and defeated similar enemies, so Excalibur would naturally have to be somewhere in Atlas's ballpark.
Well, dang.
Even if
They had the same power stat too.
Excalibur only possessed
Bruh.
1% of Atlas's
I almost thought
strength.
actually
He'd
Raiden
still be
almost
nearly
won.
4,000 times stronger
I honestly
than
think
Raiden.
so.
God
too.
damn!
Consistent with the energy output of Nova's antimatter blast too. Warframes are just that tough.
Furthermore,
Wow.
even with the high-frequency blade's unique vibrating ability, it cannot cut through everything. Raiden's original blade actually shattered against Armstrong's super hard skin and required the stronger Murasama
Wow,
to
this
finish
just
the job.
debunked
Against a
Raiden
foe
versus
faster,
Wolverine.
more
Versus
durable than
Wolverine,
anyone
yeah,
Raiden's
they
ever
just
faced.
completely debunked
It's
it.
unlikely the Murasama would score a kill in time.
Even if Raiden got enough hits in to break Excalibur's shields and eventually
Well, I
land
didn't
a
really
fatal
debunk
blow,
it because he
the
used the
Xeno
Murasama
operator
to cut it.
would still survive
Yeah.
unharmed.
Raiden put up a valiant effort, but Excalibur's absurd arsenal, impressive durability, and raw power.
Yeah,
put an
he
end
used
to some of their
antimatter to
assaults.
turn off his sword.
Excalibur had the metal
Yeah.
and the gear to make Jack R.I.P.
The winner is Excalibur.
I like that one. That was a good
Told you
one.
so.
That's a good one.
All right, let's see the
Thanks for
let's see
watching.
the
Thanks
teasers.
to Warframe for sponsoring this battle.
Thank you,
Quick disclaimer,
Voice
digital
Jack.
streams in the Warframe team did not dictate the
Mornal? Oh my
I
god,
know that guy!
Mortal! Mortal!
I know that guy. He
He-
said that it's the Phoenix Wright animation.
Yeah, oh my god.
That is so cool.
Oh my god, his voice sounds totally familiar now. Holy crap, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he goes by his username here and not
He's
his...
giving a disclaimer. He's giving a disclaimer. Who, by the way, did not affect the result of this fight.
Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah, if people hate on this episode just because Raiden lost and it's a sponsored episode, boo on you. Boo on you.
Yeah.
victor of this
Nah,
episode,
nah,
or
nah.
even the
I'm
match.
sad like
Going
Raiden
either
lost,
way,
but
and
that
would
doesn't
have
make it
accepted
bad.
sponsorship otherwise. So
Yeah.
we're really thankful to them for understanding this show. Remember, you can get a free collection of Excalibur themed goodies from Warframe.
It is good- it is good that they put that disclaimer there.
Yeah.
Now then, for the next time.
Battle. And don't miss out on TennoCon, July
I did heard
16th.
about like who's gonna be in part 9.
Desk of
I'm
Death Battle.
Jocelyn, and
Hi.
I've been promoted. I'm about to do all the research nobody else wants to, straight from the desk of Death Battle.
Never actually watched this. Is this any good?
Uh-huh.
No,
It's pretty
okay.
fun.
No,
Oh,
teaser.
no,
Wow.
no, teaser for next time.
No
Lame.
teaser?
You know,
we know what it is.
fair enough.
I guess
Yeah.
they didn't want to officially reveal it yet. That's interesting.
I,
'Cause
I,
I feel like most of us already know what the next time is.
What is next time?
Yeah, because people who went to RTX already spoiled like who's gonna be the first matchup of the second half.
It's gonna be the first match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, but let's
Most of
not
us
say it
already
here
know.
though because my audience might
obviously
not
I'm not
know.
gonna say it here. but,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll
That-
But we are in the know.
That fight was that fight was pretty good and all over the place. There's a lot of particle effects, which maybe might have made it hard to follow for some people, but yeah, I did like all the use of different weapons that Raiden got to use.
Why was that a better 3D animation than the fucking the mid-season finale?
Good question.
That was flat out just better than Boba versus Predator. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like I
This
said,
felt like
top
more of a
10 for
mid-season
me.
finale than that.
Yeah, this felt like an actual mid-season finale. That one kind of didn't. If I'm being honest.
And the track was 100% better.
It's like
Oh,
they
yeah, for
knew.
sure.
It's like they knew they needed to top that.
Yeah, I mean, they say this episode wasn't planned, but like it does not come off that way. Like it's clear a lot of
So what are
a
we
lot of heart went
feeling?
into
Which-
this.
To write an episode, do you all like better? I'm unsure.
this
right
one.
now.
I like this
I
one
don't
better.
know.
Yeah. Yo, guys, sorry I'm late. I reacted with some Warframe peeps, and that was the coolest and most fun thing yet.
Yeah, baby.
That was sick.
As much as I liked Wolverine
I'm-
versus Raiden when it came out, it has not aged very well.
It still has.
I think the animation aged fine, but this one was, I think, definitely better animation.
That was awesome.
It still has
I don't know.
fantastic moments though. But like this one has wall running. I think the main thing that this one has going.
This one has scale. This one has scale.
I had this part here too.
The main thing that this episode has going for it over Wolverine versus Raiden
hell
is that
are you?
Excalibur feels more like a match for Raiden because the last one, Wolverine was mostly just a punching bag.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it was impressive seeing him tank all that stuff for sure, but at the same time,
all it was him
it's a
healing.
similar story, but yeah, that doesn't match up as well.
but at the same time, it's just like it was really awesome, just like seeing their weapons play off each other, and and I also think that the bonus episode aspects of this, they didn't feel too intrusive. It felt like a way to make it stand out, and also at the same time not distract from the cool stuff.
Just talking, that was so funny.
This is what I imagined for like a DB one day. Like, yeah.
Not to mention, I really love Raiden's monologue here. It was very well done and like voice acted, and it had all the right amount of references. In my opinion, I'm sure some people will be like, "Oh, it had too many like references." But it's like, nah, I think it sounded
Metal
awesome.
Gear is references.
And they didn't.
They're not references. They're not references. They're memes.
There's character.
Fortunately, they didn't go too. They didn't go too far with it because like otherwise it would have been. I guess it wouldn't have been too silly. With Obi-Wan, I could accept that because it felt natural. But
Obi-Wan.
At least with this one, memes fit into one of the backstories.
Yeah.
Sad that Raiden lost, but that doesn't mean the episode's bad. It is very good, even if it has a sponsored episode. This is
a fun one. What mattered. This is what I want from a DB: awesomeness and fun. Like that's what matters.
Raiden.
You know what?
Raiden went out like a
lot of the
badass
fight-
here.
Yeah. You know
He
the
just
fight
fucking
reminded me a lot of?
exploded. That was wild.
The fight honestly
At
gave
least
me
he went out like a
lot of,
badass.
what did it remind you of?
This fight gave me a lot of Strider versus Ryu vibes, and
Yes.
both of them were like zipping around all over the
It's
place.
basically like
Even
a super up.
And that episode was fucking great. I love that episode.
Very underrated.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Raiden even did a Ragnarok against Excalibur.
Like Ryu
They both
versus
had the raw run.
Hayabusa versus Hiryu cranked up to 700.
Yeah, and also with a flavoring of macho man, like the macho cool macho. I don't know how to say
Just
it.
edginess.
Yeah.
It is.
The part where they're running across the buildings, it's so freaking cool. I don't know why.
Yeah, like the whole building side of the building clash was the coolest thing imaginable. Like, And also, don't forget, make sure to play Warframe today and check out the code in the description when this hits YouTube by way into official release.
I am not going to include that in my description because I am not sponsored by Warframe.
All right. Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Wait.
For everyone in the comments being, oh, they let Excalibur win because it's sponsored by Warframe. Shut up, it was a fair fight, and Excalibur won fair and square.
Also, it's really nice touch that they put in, like, the thing at the end of, like, the credits. Yeah, like, the little, like, that story. Yeah, like, that's good.
See, the reason I'm cool with this moment here is because it utilizes the intercom in, like, a natural way. And, like, it's a funny, like, small moment, and it didn't affect the fight too much, and it did not overstay its welcome.
Use your secret weapon.
If it lasts, yeah, he's clearly hiding in there. If it lasted any longer, I would take umbrage with it. But it lasted as long as it needed to.
Yeah. But you know what it is? But also the reason why I'm okay with this because given how the episode was like already paced in the sense that both were siding with one character, it feels natural in a sense.
Like I honestly see this happening. Like if like one like this is like
and it was the same trick that Snake used in his episode.
Yeah.
He used the box as bait and then got the advantage.
At the end of the day, a cardboard box is only
just a
made
cardboard box.
It's only made of paper.
Paper.
Say what you want about
Senator
Snake versus Sam Fisher's animation. I still think that fight holds up.
I think that animation still holds up easily.
This is like
that
that's why I
animation
like
is fucking
that's why I
goated.
like the long. That's why I like the long length episodes sometimes. Stuff like that in Pokemon versus Digimon, like those are they slap.
Like Snake versus Sam is still a better 3D animation than like all of the other 3D episodes that are recent. If I'm being honest.
Oh,
Senator Armstrong ever comes in a death battle, I am curious to see who would Armstrong fight in this show.
popular matchup I've seen is Funny Valentine from JoJo,
Alright,
but
so-
the problem is he's
My
kind of
preferred
a bit
is,
broken.
All right, so
Yeah,
it starts
I heard
at
that doesn't work.
it starts at 12:18.
The power difference was oof. I saw the power difference. I was like, big
That's
oof.
weird because I thought people were mostly saying Agent Venom for
Agent Venom is what I've heard. My personal preferred is Reed Destro from My Hero Academia because that one just vibes.
Okay,
I'm kind of one.
They're both like political one-off villains, and it just makes sense.
I'm like the only one who pushes for like Richard Hawk for Senator Armstrong.
I
don't know who that is.
I think
a little chaos.
I think Saxton Hale would be funny.
Do it for DBX.
By the way,
DBX.
this fight it was about a little over 3 minutes in length. In case you guys were wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, the track I remember it was a little over 3 minutes, so I was expecting it to be that long also.
All right.
I do find that interesting that Raiden was voiced by Mornal because I didn't realize that guy wanted to keep their name anonymous for everything. So like even in Team 4-Star, like Takada 101, he's credited as Curtis Arnott. So I find that very interesting. Like never before have we gotten that since the person who voiced Mike Guy in All Might vs. Mike Guy.
Maybe he just doesn't want his name out there.
Do you guys remember what Mike Guy was credited as?
Oh, wasn't it like something hamster?
It was it was Dick Splitter.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Who may or may not be Xander Mobus if Kagi was telling the truth.
Yeah, Kagi really seemed confident that it was Xander Mobus, so I'm willing to believe him.
I have to elaborate. This episode was what I want, and this is why I watch DB for the fun and awesomeness.
Oh yeah,
this is why I watch it.
Pure hype. This is pure hype.
Yeah.
Wait.
The hype, the awesome. Yeah, like at least he went out with the coolest.
Keeping it.
Yeah. At least it went out with the
keeping
cool
it, making more amazing.
I think at minimum, this is at least my 4th favorite. So this joins the other 9 out of 10s. Because I have like 4 9 out of 10s already.
This is saying this is probably my most favorite of the season so far already.
Oh yeah, no question.
And it's not even an official episode.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a bonus.
Yeah.
They put this much effort into a bonus episode.
I wouldn't say it. I don't know if I like it more than like Jonathan versus Tanjiro or
Understandable,
but it's pretty good.
I'm not going to say this makes up for the 7 Battle Royale, but it does a pretty good job of wiping out the stigma of sponsored episodes.
This is what happens when we really put in the effort. This is
that's exactly
because it felt like a real episode, but with a little extra flavor to it. That's all we really wanted in a sponsored fight.
Boomstick siding with them, that was amazing. Like that was like I honestly imagine that happening with other fights every now and then. Like Mega Sexual
It'll be a good lead up.
It'll
be a good lead up to Wiz versus Boomstick when that eventually happens.
Yeah.
Also, Wiz is a Warframe player. That's cool.
Oh, that just gives me an idea about what they would do for Wiz versus Boomstick if they do what they did in this fight. Like, would they have a Ringmaster siding Boomstick and Jocelyn siding Wiz?
And probably Dummy siding. Yeah, or they'll have
Dummy's just hoping both of them die.
This episode is way better than the other sponsored episode from the
Imagine the setup for Wiz versus Boomstick is Dummy just saying things up to kill both of them.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
This is better than the other sponsored episode we got, which was the 7 Battle Royale. This is nowhere near
Yeah, everyone said that so far. Yeah.
Pretty much everyone has already said that.
Yeah. Yeah, because is this kind of
And
I mean, here's the even when it came out, it was still kind of Just because,
and also you can't like claim stuff like Ruby versus Ragna vibes because Ragna didn't do anything in that DBX. Raiden got to do everything in this fight.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, Ragna was definitely holding back in that.
And
that fight should have just been one swing and Ruby was cleaved in half.
Apparently that fight actually had RT tell them, hey, make Ruby win, please. Yeah, like that's literally apparently what happened.
And don't make her struggle at all.
Yeah.
Someone in first spoilers said Excalibur versus Raiden was everything Macho 8's tried to be. That made me really upset.
Not wrong.
Oh, hello. Yes,
that's not wrong.
Wait. What was everything? What versus who?
Macho.
It tries to achieve the formula.
Macho is a Kool-Aid man.
It's the thing. This one also switched up the formula, but unlike it, I don't think it actually detracted from any of the analysis.
So, also, the analysis wasn't blinding.
Aspect of it.
Also, the text wasn't
painful. Is easily my favorite part of the episode.
Yeah, no kidding. Just like the escalation in music and just like the playground.
Classical music and the classical music in the background.
It gave me false analysis vibes, remember?
And just the rising escalation in the schoolyard argument vibes.
I love that.
It definitely became a playground argument.
Look, my favorite episodes this season have been Magneto versus Tetsuo and Omni-Man versus Homelander. So it's gonna be hard for me to decide if I like this one better because it is so much different from the rest of the season. But at the same time,
in terms of fighting animation, I would put this in like top 5.
Top two easy.
Like it is so much different from the rest of the season, but at the same time, it just feels like
natural.
such a welcome addition to the roster.
It's a good difference. It's a good.
For me, it's right between Deadpool versus Deathstroke and Link versus Cloud 2021.
This is probably my third favorite episode in general. Now I think, I probably need a few. I probably need a few rewatches.
I wouldn't say this one is quite enough for my top 10, but it's like pretty good. It's an easy 9.
Yeah, I think this is a generally solid episode, despite being bonus.
Let's just hope the negative reception from the DB is biased. They got sponsored.
Seriously.
There's clearly a disclaimer at the end where he's like, guys, keep in mind he didn't win because we're sponsored.
Nobody watches
Don't
the
freak
credits.
out. Yes, they do.
They do.
The next time.
People complain soon. People write their complaints before the battle starts.
Yeah, that's what YouTube Premiere is for.
They do.
Guys,
they do. One of the researchers literally stated, like during the early days of season 6, the tinfoiling on Weiss winning when Weiss vs. Mitsuru was coming out was insane.
Remember one thing. This is only the first half of season 9. Just imagine what the other half's gonna be like.
And this is a bonus episode.
Yeah, if season 9.
That's something I took. That is something I took. That is something I took. The latter half tends to be a little better than the first half. I kind of noticed it with season 8. I'm very certain this might do the same with season 9.
No, okay.
Season 7. Season 7, I'm not sure.
Here's my take on that. Because I do think that season 7 and season 8, their second halves are better, but it's a bit more nuanced than that. Season 7 and season 8, their second halves have much higher highs for me, whereas they also have much lower lows, and the first half is like a much more consistent kind of vibe.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Season 7, we have two.
Wally West versus Archisonic and Beerus versus Galactica are sandwiching Zuko versus Todoroki.
Exactly.
And then there's Rock Lee versus Sanji and Batwoman versus Spider-Gwen. Batgirl versus Spider-Gwen.
And then you have Dio versus Alucard and Korra versus Storm sandwiching Akuma versus Khan.
I'm about to say, yeah. No, that's the thing. You have, and depending on how you view it, you also have Macho Man versus Kool-Aid Man. Sandwich between Goku Black versus Reverse Flash and Dio
sandwiching.
Yeah, because it's in between them.
Yeah.
So because of that, for the second half of season 9, I am both extremely hyped and extremely terrified.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
I assume you're recording. Right?
Yes, I am still recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna refer to the next time, even though I'm very certain all of you know it, right?
I know it.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
I think most of generally know
How do we know it's the next time though?
Because they said it at RTX.
They announced it
RTX.
at RTX.
Yeah, we all wait for it.
I couldn't go to RTX.
I can show you what it is.
Yeah,
but
I will definitely say that we haven't had a bad episode so far this season, so I definitely have higher hopes than season 8.
No. All of them were ranging from like above average to like, okay, this is actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think the main problem people have with Boba versus Predator is that Predator
was slow paced.
Well,
yeah.
Predator was. I was getting to it, guys. Predator. The way he was portrayed, it was just like a kind of a wild animal, like not one like exact like character. And even then, the Predator that they showed off in the animation, despite being like peak Predator, was kind of a doofus most of the time.
Yeah. That's why.
Basically,
everything. John Yaucha jokes. That's why the John Yaucha joke kicked off. Because the portrayal was kind of obvious.
Yeah, thank you, Nemesis.
Pretty much everything after the Predator removes his mask is pretty much just not great.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending was bad. Also,
punched once and he starts blowing himself up.
It occurred to me.
He stabbed through the tree. That was like, okay, yeah, this Predator's an idiot.
Yeah.
Because an elder Predator would not chase after injured prey.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Like they take
They would take a moment and wait. Like what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the reason Boba was panting, it's because he did what Arnold Schwarzenegger did. That's what the comment. Yeah, he ran from the explosion.
Oh yeah, so it's like you could literally just run away from it.
Yeah, but it could have been presented in a much more clear way.
Exactly.
Like I get what they were trying to do. It did not look the best visually.
No.
And again,
another problem is tanked it out front, which is like completely contradictory to their research.
And like they bring up so much stuff in the ending analysis about how important the jetpack was, and yet it got completely disabled less than halfway through the fight.
I wish they used the jetpack better for sure.
Not out of character though. You're right.
The other thing being, the other thing I think, like even if Boba vs Predator was handled better, both those series are just relatively like just given the scale and scope of those series, they're both especially Predator. They're both relatively slow paced series. Predator, so it just doesn't feel very finale worthy.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm not a fan of Boba Fett.
Not as fast paced. Like
I'm not a fan.
Then you got this bonus episode where they're just going.
Yeah. Now this is a way to end things.
Hang on, guys. I have to say one thing. I'm not a big fan about Boba Fett saying you want one ugly motherfucker scene. I mean, it's a good scene, but I just feel like that's you could have just said you're seen worse, because that's not really a thing Star Wars, but just go out of the
you literally can't curse in Star Wars. They don't exist.
See, that's why I made that video where he says I've seen worse.
There is There is a thing about it
the closest thing we got is Clanker.
Because you're the one you're one ugly motherfucker line. It's a meme line. It's a meme line. You know about it. I feel like if you want to include it, they probably would put it in the analysis. I agree it's a little weird if you coming out of Fett's mouth, but like changing the line to make sure that Fett at least references it. People are not going to get most people are not going to get the reference because a lot of people. The Predator movie is very old. A lot of people probably haven't really seen it, but they know of the Predator. So
it's not a bad line.
You're gonna get the reference. However, if you hear Boba Fett going, "You're one ugly motherfucker," it's gonna at least produce one kind of laugh.
It's not a bad line. I just don't like. I just feel like.
I don't know. I feel like the way how I would have said the line would probably been like, "Oh, Boba says like, oh, I've seen worse than your ugly mug." Like, I think that would have been more in character with Boba.
Yeah,
I mean, it would have, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have found as much humor out of it as the actual reference.
I'll say this.
I
find it funny that you mentioned how the scale was too low for Boba versus Predator. I'm not gonna say what the episode is, but the episode that got announced is probably one of the lowest scale fights they've ever had.
Yes. Oh, I know. I know what fight you're talking about, but we know for a fact that's the next time.
We can't say it right now because
we know it's gonna happen. But I will say
after the recording.
Tell me after recording. I would be surprised if there was a lower scale fight than that one. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
That being said, I am very excited for it.
Yeah.
So I noticed someone talk about the Boba Fett schedule on how it was scheduled as a finale. I'm going to assume it was mostly because it was 3D. Because I'm going to assume most people, when this season started, people were thinking Thor vs. Vegeta was going to be the season finale, but it was moved to the episode 4. I'm assuming you guys know why it was there, right?
I just feel like Boba Fett vs. Predator should have been like.
Is it because Thor: Love and Thunder was delayed?
Yes, it was. Yes, if Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't delayed, Thor vs. Vegeta would have aired during the opening weekend.
Dang! That's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it very much was. It was more unfortunate timing. I'm very certain Wanda vs. Zatanna is a similar deal. Wanting to
with Multiverse versus Multiverse of Madness, yeah.
Delayed, So I'm very certain that was also delayed. Yeah. Because I made the comment about it. I was like, wouldn't.
It's saved.
Well, Raccoon saved it. But
hold on. I got a recorded outro for us.
Yeah.
You found it?
Are you recording?
Yeah, it's saved.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. There was a bit of a complication with the recording. We almost fucking lost it. Holy crap!
What a wonderful, non-technically difficult video we have here.
Oh, let's hope it never happens again.
Jesus Christ!
That would have been a disaster.
I was not here for the entire recording.
Let's just pray to God that never happens again.
What?
Oh yeah, Trashy's here, by the way.
What? Yeah, Trashy.
I have.
Hello, Trashy.
Don't worry. I think Trashy, you did show up for the recording part. I think we stopped at when you were talking about something about bonus episodes or. Oh no, you were talking about what the next episode was that had been announced yet.
So the video almost blew up like Raiden did.
Yes, exactly. Oh God.
That was scary, man.
That was so scary.
Oh,
I'm gonna restart my computer after this to make sure it's fine.
Yeah. If that happens again, refund it.
Okay. At least you saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you saved it.
Oh my God.
Scary. I can't imagine.
That would suck because this really was one of the most hype we've ever been for an episode.
Oh, yeah.
So that really would have sucked if we lost that.
I can imagine the popping off once the argument started. Yep. That was hilarious.
And now you'll get to see it. You'll get to fucking see it. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy.
You're about to reenact the hype.
No, I don't think any of us could reenact the hype.
Oh yeah. We'll just record it again.
I'll let you guys in on a secret. I've only ever done that one time. There was one time where I lost a recording, and it was for when I was reacted to an episode of Epithet Erased.
I see.
It wasn't that hard to reenact, though. Nobody noticed.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
I'm not even gonna say which episode it was.
Don't worry.
Let's hunt it down.
That kind of happens a lot. Fun fact on other Death Battle reaction channel.
I can leave on a happy note. That's cool.
Is there anything else you guys want to? Is there anything else you guys want to say before we close off?
I think that's all I need.
Looking forward to if anything interesting that comes from Deska Death Battle and.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun to see again.
And whatever teasers we get for what comes after the next time.
Yeah.
Let's hope they don't overflow it this time.
For sure.
We can't forget the reason we're all here because this video is sponsored by
Raid.
Yeah.
No.
We're gonna get a Raid episode eventually. Just you wait.
Oh no! I think they'll be more disliked than any of versus Green Lantern.
I've already said this once, but I'll say it again. But just letting you know, Warframe didn't make Death Battle make Excalibur win.
No, we covered that.
Yeah, don't worry. Right. Yeah.
So things just lined up.
Here's looking forward to the rest of season 9, and thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you all liked the reaction as much as we did in the video. Really hope you liked the reaction, jeez. And be sure to stay tuned for the next not crashing video. Take care.
See you around. Make sure to play Warframe.
Bye.
Make sure to play Warframe, everyone.